banquet tonight marks the formal transition of power from the old
QUTV News, a team on campus
finding 2 home runs in the 3rd and the 5th innings.
Q cafeteria where Chef Chase Mangan says that he weekend.
And it was new head coach Mark Hager's first
forecast at the end. Right about now, it's 30.
Email from the Dean of Students, and be sure to opt in.
I'm Shane McAdams.
And I'm Taylor King. The Quincy Police Department warns local college students about the risk of using a fake ID. Find out what Q students are saying.
And Mayor Kyle Moore believes QU and the community benefit each other. Find out more on how they impact you.
And as the weather gets warmer, Quincy parks are opening their facilities and preparing for summertime use. Hello and welcome to QTV News This Week. I'm Lauren Beeman.
And I'm Shane McAdams. Later in the show, we're going to catch up with one QU alum who is living his dream. But first, the next time you try and sneak into a bar or liquor store, remember that underage drinking comes with serious consequences. Getting caught using a fake ID can cost you more than you think. QUTV reporter Ashlyn Worley explains.
College is a newfound freedom for many freshmen and sophomore students. Underage drinking is not uncommon on a college campus, but using a fake ID has some serious consequences.
Don't use it. It's not worth it. Like I said, whether you get a felony or you get a city ordinance charge, whatever it happens to be, it's an arrest where you're going to be put in handcuffs, brought down here, post bond, you're going to have court dates, you're going to have to pay fines, all that over being able to drink.
According to QU crime statistics, over 300 students have been caught drinking underage. Overall, 8 students have faced criminal charges for their actions.
Last year as an RA, I did have some more instances with alcohol, but they're not very, very common. They typically happen at the beginning of the school year, and then once freshmen get acclimated to the way things actually work in school, those type of situations die down.
QPD works closely with the local college bars. One night of fun could turn into a lot of fines if you use a fake ID at a local bar like this. Some QU students realize the risk of underage drinking. Many say it is simply not worth it.
Personally, I wouldn't use a fake ID because I wouldn't want it to jeopardize my future.
Students facing felony charges for using fraudulent IDs will have to report this on job applications. Ashlyn Worley, QUTV News, Quincy.
Police say you cannot get away with using a fake ID as QUPD uses sophisticated scanners to detect if an ID is valid.
Paramedics and EMTs in the Quincy area deal with a wide variety of health issues, including the use of opioids. The Adams County Paramedic and EMT station is one of 6 in the Quincy area. The station is fairly new as it has only been around for a year. Use of opioids without a prescription can be harmful to your health. Possible signs of an overdose include slowed or absent breathing and unconsciousness.
Respiratory arrest was when you stop breathing, and if you don't have any oxygen to your blood and to your heart and to your brain, that's going to stop your heart, which causes cardiac arrest and possible imminent death.
Paramedic Cook says the total number of calls related to opioid use in Quincy was estimated at 64. Narcan is a medication that is used to reverse the effects of opioids. To learn more about opioid use, visit the Center for Disease Control and Prevention website at cdc.gov.
With opioid use in Quincy on the rise, it is important to recognize the signs of abuse in Quincy alone. There have been almost 9 deaths according to drug overdoses since 2015. High stress levels and exposure to the party scene can put college students at a higher risk of experimenting with drugs. Signs of substance abuse in college students include binge drinking, dropping grades, and uncharacteristic mood swings. If you or someone you know is struggling with drug use or addiction, recovery resources are available in the community.
For some QU students, Quincy becomes the place to call home even after they graduate. But students have an impact on the town, and the town has an impact on students. The city of Quincy wants to strengthen its identity as a college town. According to Mayor Kyle Moore, one initiative is to show them what Quincy has to offer.
Quincy University students that maybe don't call Quincy home get the feel of Quincy, get the experience of Quincy, and then I think that if they do that, then they're more apt to stay here in Quincy.
Quincy businesses benefit from students in a number of ways, but one main way is through employment. QU students often get local internships that later turn into careers.
Over 40% of our students reside in Quincy after graduation, and so when they're looking at job opportunities, thinking at May of graduation, they really need to be thinking about the internships that will potentially lead them that way.
Most students who choose to stay after graduation are not originally from the Quincy area. Quincy students looking to achieve the American dream need not look further than Quincy, Illinois. Whether you're looking to buy a home, land your dream job, or start a family, you can do all three right here in Quincy. Moore believes Quincy provides students with unique opportunities they wouldn't have elsewhere.
A community where you can find a lot of opportunities, a lot of room to really, how do I say this, whatever you want to become, you can become in here in Quincy.
Moore encourages students to venture off campus and explore local businesses. A few QU students are making a big impact for an orphanage in a small country.
And one QU alum is living his dream outside the United States. Find out what's going on after the break.
Looking pretty good, because there's still time to get the affordable quality education you really want at Quincy University. Choose from more than 40 different majors, and 98% of our students get financial aid. Plus, great academic scholarships are available. Apply online for free at quincy.edu.
Or call me. It's not too late to get an affordable, quality education close to home.
Come explore Quincy University.
Every year, tens of thousands of young people experience homelessness. If you or someone you know needs help, 1-800-RUNAWAY can provide support and connect you to the right resources. Together, we can end youth homelessness.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude nos ha dado todo. Nos está dando la salud de nuestra princesa, y sin pagar nada.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus, and so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
Welcome back. Quincy University does not have a theater or performing arts program. To make up for that, the Quincy Community Theater is an opportunity for students to get involved with visual and performing arts. The QCT's director says the theater thinks of QU as part of their community that is involved in participating and attending events. The QCT invites students to watch and be in productions, work backstage, take classes, and audition. Students can often receive discounts at shows as well. For more information, visit QCT.org.
The Oakley Lindsay Center offers many activities for the public and QU students who are staying in Quincy for the summer. The Quincy Community Theater is a popular activity, and some renowned musicals will be featured this summer. Blues in the Park is another activity that involves local and live blues performances. It is free and open to the public. For more information on the full arts, visit quincy.arts.org.
Spring showers bring May flowers, but also special hours. QUTV's Anna Konzak has more on the story.
Upper Mormon Park recently announced that the batting cage is officially open with their spring hours. The batting cage is the name for the entire park and the activities it offers. The park's pitching machines are located next to Pepsi baseball field and is open to the public. The cage has 4 different protected slots for batters. The machines run on tokens that can be purchased in the main building. While the machines are open to the community, others utilize the convenience of the fast-paced practice.
We have tons of teams that come practice here. When we have our youth leagues going on over there on Pepsi Field, like pretty much almost every single kid comes up here and practices beforehand. It's just kind of a perfect thing that we have the games up here and then we have the practice facility right here too.
The main building also offers snacks and refreshments for anyone using their facilities. It's a spot to sit out of the sun and watch all the events. The pitching machines are just one of the many activities the batting cage offered.
It's just wonderful. You can do anything.
As you can see, I'm standing in front of the batting cages at Upper Mormon Park that are right next to the putt-putt course, next to the tennis courts. Those are 3 of the many activities that the park offers. There is a lake at the heart of the park that is used for fishing, paddle boating, and kayaking. There are trails along the lake for people to walk or bike. There's also an 18-hole disc golf course woven throughout the park, a new sand volleyball court, and tennis and pickleball courts. The park also offers lessons and events that are open to the community.
This park is the best kept secret in Quincy.
The park is taken care of by the Quincy Park District. Mormon Park is one of the many parks that the district takes care of in Quincy. Anna Konzek, QUTV News, Quincy.
3 key women's volleyball players have started their own unique fundraiser for a cause almost 2,000 miles away. Lauren Nadler, Lucy Grenda, and Molly Reuter started their own t-shirt business, but the proceeds will be going to an orphanage in Haiti. The 3 girls wanted to get their students involved in a unique way.
So at first we just wanted to make the shirts for fun, and so we started wearing them around campus, and then we noticed that a lot of people really liked the shirts, and they're like, where can we get those shirts? And we came up with the idea to start selling the shirts. And so at first we didn't really think that anything would come of it, like maybe our teammates would buy them, and that's about it. But
the girls' first order sold a total of 50 shirts. The shirts can be ordered online in a Google Doc form on Instagram. You can choose from either long sleeve or short sleeve in various color options. The spring weather has brought more snowfall than rain showers. Find out how the city of Quincy is dealing with this.
Adam Myers coming up with the forecast after the break.
Dear humans, this is an adoption campaign, but it's not for me, or Mr. Buttons, or Frank over there. It's for you, humans. This is a call to humans to adopt our movement, to adopt our cause.
This isn't just about saving one of us.
It's about saving all of us.
Nearly 4,100 lives every single day.
It's about support for every one of us four, and sometimes not four-legged best friends waiting to meet a best friend of our own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge.
Shelter by shelter. City by city.
We can make this entire country no-kill. Join us. Together we can save them all.
A smile. It's simple, really. Yet, it can do amazing things. It can show how we feel. It can brighten someone's day. It can even change the course of our lives. But what would life be like if you weren't able to smile? For more than 1 million children, this is their daily struggle. It doesn't have to be this way. Since 1999, Smile Train has been helping children experience the simple joy of a smile that so many of us take for granted. To learn how you can help Smile Train change the world one smile at a time, call or go to smiletrain.org/learn.
Welcome back. April showers have been replaced by April snowfall the last few weekends in Quincy, but Central Services have been taking precautions despite the unexpected weather. Central Services remains in contact with their weather service to stay ahead of the storms. With a team of 12 trucks, it takes them less than 6 hours to regulate the roads. A constant supply check, such as road salt supplies, is necessary in the event of unexpected weather.
We've been in good shape this year. We've used about the same amount as we would on a normal year. Things have just been a little bit more spread out, but we still have plenty of salt left over. I can't imagine we would get any more weather, but we do have salt left over from this year, so that'll help us go into next year.
Community safety is their main priority for Central Service. They continue to follow weather updates and avoid potential road hazards and dangerous situations. For the first time this year, it looks like the sun may start to make an appearance around here.
You know, I agree, Shane. It feels like spring weather caught a case of the winter blues.
Well, fortunately, I have some good news for the both of you, and this is hopefully what you're looking for. Right now, we're going to be taking a look at our picture of the day sent in by Taylor McMonagle. And as you can see, it's this beautiful piece of art right outside Francis Hall with some blues in the sky as well as a little bit of clouds in the stratosphere, but that's nothing to worry about because this is what a beautiful picture looks like. Right now in Quincy area, it is 56 in Quincy as well as 55 in Hannibal, 50 in St. Louis, around 47 in Macomb, 50 in Keokuk, and 38 in Chicago. But currently in Quincy, it's around 56 degrees, sunny, 36% chance humidity with those winds hitting us at 4 miles per hour. And you can see on our drivecast, they're hitting us around southeast. We have some dry roads, and it's 6 p.m. currently. And with 6 p.m. comes 56 degrees, and at 8, it's going to drop to 51. And by 2 hours of time, the temperatures are going to drop by 2 as well. All the way down to 2 a.m., all to 12 a.m., 47, 2 a.m. at 45 degrees. And you can see on our radar, we can see that we have these clouds up in the northern part of the East Coast, as well as in the other part of our Midwest, more like northern west. But we see these nice cumulus clouds gathering within that area, but they're going to be coming over here shortly within the next couple of days. But that's not going to bother us because we have a warm front coming our way. That's right, we have a nice warm front hitting us in Illinois as well as the other parts of the Midwest, but it's not looking too good for the bottom part of the United States because you can see there's a cold front heading their way around in Texas. But it's not as cold as you think because in Dallas, it is around 81 degrees in Dallas, as well as 48 in Seattle, 64 in Los Angeles, and 46 in Boise. But we're not going to forget about our East Coast because as you can see, in Miami area, we're going to be taking a look at 78 degrees in Miami, 69 in Atlanta, 47 in New York, 46 in Washington. But here in the Midwest, we're going to be taking a look at here. We have St. Louis, 50 degrees, Chicago, 38, Denver around 71. And in St. Louis, those temperatures are rising around 11 degrees, as well as 6 in Chicago, 11 in Denver as well. But with those clouds, as we saw earlier on our radar, we have in Billings, Montana, it dropped 13 degrees. So you can see that those clouds are causing some temperatures to drop. But not for us. As you can see, 57 today, 47, the biggest drop that we're going to see this whole entire next 7 days. On the 18th, 47 degrees. It's going to rise again on the 19th, 53, 60 to Friday. On the weekend, we're going to see around those 60s, and those clouds are going to be with us. But guess what? It's not going to be cold. And as you can see, on the next 3-day forecast, it's sunny today, cloudy tomorrow. We're going to see some wind around 20 miles per hour, high being around 47, 33 being the low. And on Thursday, we're seeing high being 53 as well as 32 being around the low, clouds in the morning as well as some sun in the evening. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, again, we're going to see that's around 60-degree high. It's not going to be too bad, but we're going to be seeing some clouds. But that's about it. And on Sunday, Monday, those clouds are going to be leaving us. And on Monday, it's going to be a nice sunny day, around 65 degrees. That's right, guys. It's going to be beautiful over this next weekend. Nice and warm.
It most certainly is. Thank you, Adam. I'm glad our weather is finally starting to warm up. It has been too cold for too long out here in the Midwest.
Find out how the QU Hawks have been performing this season when Anna Konzak joins us for sports.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change. He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Idle hands. They say they're the devil's workshop. Easy targets. Quick to kill time. But give idle hands something to do, a place to go, a purpose. And they're capable of amazing things.
One baseball player received a much-deserved award over the weekend.
Anna Konzak joins us with the latest in sports.
Thanks, guys. The baseball team had a successful weekend against Truman State, but first, former standout wide receiver Eric Poindexter is still showcasing his talents. In England, Poindexter plays for the Durham Saints in British Universities and College Sports League. He has made a huge impact as the Saints have won the national championship. The MVP for the game was none other than Poindexter himself. During the season, he was a one-man circus. The former wideout has now added quarterback to his skill set as well as 4 other positions. In his post-game interview, he talked about the amount of hard work he put in at Quincy and appreciated all the help he has received. Last weekend was an emotional one as one team reached the end of their season. The men's and women's tennis team lost to Drury University with a clinch rule on Saturday. Both teams were full of smiles for Senior Day. The men lost to the Panthers 5-2 and the women lost 6-0. The men are officially done with tennis for the spring. The softball team played 2 doubleheaders over the weekend. They split the day with Wisconsin Parkside on Saturday, winning the first game 3-1 and losing the second 4-3. Smart bats kept the Hawks alive and in scoring position while Mackenzie Collier continued to keep the Rangers' bats off balance. Collier allowed 6 hits and 1 earned run in her 7-inning win. Freshman Courtney Kernick went 2 for 4 at the plate with an RBI in the second game. Softball was back in action on Sunday, this time with Indianapolis. The Hawks split their doubleheader once more, winning the first game 7-6 and losing the second 9-8. Collier dominated the mound again, earning another win in 8 innings pitched, allowing 7 hits and 2 earned runs. The Hawks had explosive bats in both games against the Greyhounds. Courtney Kernick went 3 for 4 with an RBI, Kylie Powers 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and Remy Ferguson 4 for 5. Dana Walsh added a powerful bat in the second game, hitting a 3-run bomb in the top of the third. The baseball team split their doubleheader with Truman State last Friday, losing the first game 10-4 and winning the second 8-2. Cody Birdsong was the man to watch, going 2 for 5 in the first game and 4 for 4 in the second. Birdsong totaled 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 6 RBIs on the day. Birdsong currently leads the team with a batting average of .387. The Hawks return home on Saturday to finish the series with the Bulldogs, winning the first game 9-7 and the second 14-4. Troy Wade proved his strength and consistency at the plate, going 2 for 3 in the first game and 3 for 3 in the second, with 3 RBIs, 1 home run, and 4 runs. This time last year, Wade earned GLVC Player of the Week award. He was the last member of the Hawks baseball team to earn the award until recently. The baseball had a standout performance from junior second baseman Cody Birdsong once more last week. Birdsong was named GLVC Player of the Week after going 14 for 22 at the plate, hitting 4 home runs, driving in 11 runs, and scoring 9 in the Hawks' 4-1 series last week. The Hawks won. Birdsong leads the team with a .387 batting average, 53 hits, and 11 doubles. He has tied the team lead with 7 home runs and second on the team with 31 RBIs and 32 runs scored. Birdsong also worked his name into the GLVC rankings. He has the 3rd most hits in the GLVC and ranks in the top 10 in batting average, at-bats, and home runs. Coming up in Hawk Sports action, the softball team travels to St. Louis for a doubleheader with Missouri Baptist. There isn't any action happening on Friday, but the teams are back in action on Saturday. The men's and women's track teams travel to Rolla, Missouri to compete in the Dewey Allgood Invitational. Women's tennis head to Macomb to face Western Illinois in their last match of the spring. The baseball team hosts a doubleheader with Rolla, Missouri. Softball is also home with a doubleheader against UIS. Men's golf travels to Carmel, Indiana to compete in the GLVC tournament. The baseball team finishes out their series with Rolla, and softball takes on Lewis University on Sunday.
Thanks, Anna. Coming up next, how to sign up for a life-changing experience.
Future is looking pretty good because there's still time to get the affordable quality education you really want at Quincy University. Choose from more than 40 different majors, and 98% of our students get financial aid. Plus, great academic scholarships are available. Apply online for free at quincy.edu.
Or call me. It's not too late to get an affordable, quality education close to home.
Come explore Quincy University.
Every year, tens of thousands of young people experience homelessness. If you or someone you know needs help, 1-800-RUNAWAY can provide support and connect you to the right resources. Together, we can end youth homelessness.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
San Jude nos ha dado todo. Nos está dando la salud de nuestra princesa. Y sin pagar nada.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
Welcome back. The end of the school year doesn't mean the end of exciting activities for students. Campus Ministry is making it possible for students to travel and earn service hours. Kansas City is the destination for the traditional end-of-the-year mission trip. The trip will take place Sunday, May 13th through Friday, May 18th. The group will be staying at the Community of the Lamb Lubin Christi Monastery with the sisters.
It's going to be a really unique mission trip in the sense that a lot of it will be service-based, but a lot of it is just going to be community fellowship-based. It's going to be more of a retreat for us.
Campus Ministry will be sending a reminder email to students on Friday, April 20th. Students can also apply for a scholarship for the trip. Students can sign up at the Campus Ministry office or email David Spillman for more information.
It's kind of surreal that spring sports are coming to an end, and so is the school year.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But at least we can look forward to that warm weather for the rest of the semester.
True.
I'm definitely looking forward to playing some more sand volleyball, maybe at Mormon Park, the new place, you know?
There you go.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in to QUTV This Week. I'm Shane McAdams. For
Anna and Adam, I'm Lauren Beeman. For more news as it happens, like us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Have a great day, and we'll be back here with you on Thursday.